Welcome to Stephen Johnson's Stocks. Keeping it a bit quicker to keep the videos a bit shorter, but I just want to let you guys know that I'm very excited. I mean, pretty much green on the month again. Good green week, 600 bucks. But I'm very excited to let you guys know that I'm really optimistic about a very strong close to the year. I mean, I was thinking at one point if I can only just get profitable by the end of the year, that'll be enough for me. But I'm really the way that I've been tracking data, the results I'm seeing in the data, then when I'm taking trades and it's actually boom, the money's coming in your account and it's actually the data works. I'm really optimistic to have a good $10,000–$20,000 profit by the end of the year. And the reason I say that is because it's learning when to change your mentality when you're trading. So like last month, March was a hot month, banked $3 grand, should have been 4.5. But April has slowed down, and I had a red week last week. And then this week started shaky. I was like, Stephen, the market's changed. You can't apply the same strategy to last month. Only take your core patterns. So I'm talking 1 trade a day, 2 trade a day, sometimes 0 trades a day. And I'm still banking $500 a day as long as that one pattern comes. And if it doesn't come, I don't trade. You don't lose your money. And then when the market's good again, you can make your 3, 4, 5K months. But when it's not, maybe you'll make 1K, maybe you'll make 2K. But what I'm so proud of is the fact that in December and January, when the market quietened after being so hot in October and November, I didn't realize and I didn't learn, and I just took $3 grand loss and a $4 grand loss or whatever. But now I've actually adapted and noticed sooner, which is huge progression. And my patterns, my butter and bread patterns, 80–85% win rate. So if I just take them, no matter what, I'm banking. So I'm really forecasting a good 10–20K a year right now, because it's all made sense, and you'll see a good next few weeks, 1K, 2K month this month as well, I hope. Let's dive into it. Live the dream. So this week was a good week. It wasn't a great week, but it was a good week, and I can talk you through it. Basically, just the last 3 months took that big loss, won one day, and ever since then I've been grinding green days, a lot of consistency. Then March, was it March? Yeah, March was much better. Like constant green days. Took one $1,500 loss on a short Tesla or some shit. Now it fucking went long tops or something. And that stopped what would have been a $4 grand month. But apart from that real consistency, the market was hot. It was really nice. But then this month's been a bit different. I went in with the same attitude as last month. Like, there's plays every day. I'll short this, I'll short that. And when the market's been quiet this month, I was just like, oh, well, fuck it, I'll just trade Facebook or Twitter or whatever. And when I do stuff like this is when I take these stupid, like, $1,400 loss days. But apart from that, it was a relatively good week. But I was like, look, you fucked up. Going to next week, not taking big losses. And then I took 330 on that day, which was nice. And then I was up 100 on the 10th, and I was just like, fuck it, there's nothing to trade. I'll just short Facebook randomly. Took a $700 loss because there's no catalyst. I wasn't near support resistance. It's just being stupid. So after that, I was like, nah, Stephen, you've lost discipline again. But at least I realized this time. And I was like, only play your 3 core patterns that you've tracked the data on. Your gap and crap, your first gap down day, and the overextension. These are the 3 bread and butter patterns that I have. And they've each got like a 80–85% win rate. All of them have got 85% win rates. So providing I just play that once a day with a bit bigger size, like boom, this was one of my patterns, 500. This was one of my patterns, boom, 500. This, I didn't see any patterns. I was just in an overnight short on I. So I just didn't trade that day. And I just cut off I, and that was it when it went green. And that's it. So I really feel I'm just going to stick to me 3 bread and butter patterns over the next few days, and keeping that in mind, the fact that I have tracked it and it does have an 80–85% win rate, I'm more confident than not that I'll definitely bank a couple of grand. It'll be like a $1,500–$2,000 a month, but depending on the market. If the market's really quiet, maybe it'll be a $1,000 a month. If the market's good, it could be a $2,000 or a $3,000 a month. But the point was, recognize where you're going wrong and you've lost discipline. Come back. Remember how you make money. Like, if you're not trading your patterns, you're just gambling. I need to track. I know exactly percentage-wise where the stock's likely to fail, exactly percentage-wise when I can cover what the downside is on average, approximately. For example, with gap and craps, what's the average that the fucking close from the opening price? I mean, some 35, some 20, some 12. It really depends on the volatility and how much it's gapped up pre-market. But I need to know these things. So this is GSAT, and you can see I shorted it on this red day here, and it's a pattern that I track and trade a lot. It's basically first green day, traded like 8 million shares, and then it's got the second green day where everyone else was like, shit, this is really running, 9 million shares traded. So you've got a good 18 million shares traded, and that's all people kind of buying on this first green day as it goes up, as it breaks out above this 62 level, and then you've got a ton more buyers buying all the way up here in the 76s. You can see where the main green volume is. And you might also have some late day people just dip buying for a gap, because I think it's up 2 days, it should gap up in anticipation of the third green day. But what we know is that two things. One, stocks generally fill on the third day, fourth day. And two, it's coming near this resistance level here. But forget all that shit. I mean, look at PTN. It's the exact same thing. Has a big move, gaps up too much, shits its pants. We saw it with Cassie as well. Had a nice green day, gapped up too much, shit its pants. This is just a pattern that I play over and over and over. If it gaps up more than 8%, everybody who was buying in the 60s, everyone who was buying in the 70s is thinking, when shall I take profits? When you have this nice big gap up into the 90s, everyone's thinking, right, I'm going to take me profits now. And once one person takes profits, everyone takes profits. Shorts know this, so shorts short it, and then it craps itself. I'd imagine this is some covers from shorts, and then when it fails on the red to green test, it's all the way down to the 80s. I was short some in the 88s, hoping for a kind of a little spike. It didn't come, so I shorted a little bit on this little bounce here in the 84s, and then I was out like in the 82s, 83s. So it's a very small win, but potentially, had I have not been faked out on this move, it was a $200, $300, $400 win. But I wanted to show you this because it's a pattern I play a lot. So VHC, just another key pattern that I play over and over. It's very simple to understand. I was short on this day here, and the news doesn't matter. I don't really pay any attention to the news or any of that stuff. I'm just thinking about the psychology of people who've won money and lost money or invested in this stock long term. So when we can see there's like 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 million people, well, not so much on the way down, but like say like 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 million people buying on the way up. So about 11, 12 million people own shares around $7 or $8, and then it crashes back down. So a lot of them people held, and they've just been waiting for it to come back up again. So I know that there's a good like 9 million shares that will get sold into when this stock gaps up. There's going to be a lot of selling pressure. I got 8, 9 million shares, and actually it was only 5 million shares at the end of the day, but then we had like 6, 7, 8, 9. So like pretty much exactly 9 million shares get dumped over the last 3 days. So I knew there was going to be a lot of selling pressure the minute the market opened, and that would outweigh any kind of potential spike. So as soon as I saw this pop up on VHC, I was thinking, brilliant. Everyone who was buying back in October has got to get out of jail free card. I'm not the only one who knows this, so obviously every other motherfucker is going to short it as well. It's going to be a race to take profits or take break even. And yeah, I was short from the 590s. I added a little bit in the 560s as it was coming down. And then in the open, whether it's amateurs trying the luck or what, it had, I mean, a brief, almost non-existent spike. It just washed, but no spike, just washed. I took the last of the profits off, and simple as that. And you can never say never. Like next week might be a red week, but I'm just saying I really don't think it will be, but it's not like I'm cocky and saying don't take it like that. But I mean, it's been a world journey. I've absolutely loved every minute of it. It's only the beginning. Thank you guys so much for following. I mean, I have to thank Tim Sykes, because he's the one who got me started on this journey, and joining the challenge really opened my eyes. But then when I started tracking my own data and patterns, that's what flew to the next level. That's what really got me there. But I wouldn't have known what to track and how to track if I hadn't been in the challenge. Tim Bourne, steady trade partner, turned into a friend these days. He's helped me a lot as well. And then just the guys who I chat with daily on Zoom in the mornings. John's he's had his biggest win ever after I was giving him some help and advice. He's going to have his first green month. I'm going to work with him to make sure he has that. Roscoe's turned into a good pal. Can't wait to see in real life. Jack, who I met at the conference. Jeff, really nice lad, going through a hard time because he broke up with his lass. Let's end with saying, comment below, Jeff, life will get better. Jeff, comment Jeff, 4 words. Jeff, life will get better. 6 words. Please comment that in the comments, because Jeff's going to work hard. Tried to take his full-time trading. He wasn't quite ready, but he will get it in the end. Live the dream. I'll see you later. I hope next week I'm showing up with a 1K week, 1K month under me belt with another week to go. I'll see you later.
Oh, behave. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah.